Hello, handsome boy. Oh, some belly rubs. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new here, my name is Kerry. If you've been here before, you might have just been here 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Oh, look at this. Look at the little baby. The little baby. Hey? Can't have Cleopatra out here because she's gonna tear apart everything in this room, isn't she? Naughty girl. Huh? Your girlfriend's a naughty girl. She's a naughty girl. Hello, beautiful boy. Handsome boy. You're so handsome. You're the most handsome cat in the world. Don't tell Cleopatra I said that. She's pretty. She's my pretty princess. You're my handsome boy. You want some belly rubs, don't you? You want some belly rubs, right? Where did he get the belly rub requirements from? He got it from his daddy. This is one he got from his daddy. I am on the, I decided I'm like, fuck this. I'm getting my phone out and going on the vertical for a change. Oh, Andrew, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Mystical Laughlin. Hi, kitty cat. Hi. He's so big, like you should feel how heavy he is. Like she's light as a feather, right? Like she weighs nothing. But then we did realize that the reason why she weighs nothing and he weighs so much is because well, basically what he does, he gets into his food and hoovers all that down, and then he pushes Cleopatra out the way and he starts eating her food too. So but he's getting massive, like he's getting real freaking big. He's getting big. Come over this way, baby. Come over this way. Just be careful. Just be careful. Okay, you want to get in the crystal singing bowl. I think you're a little bit too big to fit in there now, mate. Come over here, Bubba. Come over here. Come here, baby. Come here. Show everybody how handsome you are. You're a handsome boy. Such a beautiful, handsome boy. Okay. I'm good. No complaints over here. None at all. None at all. Except for the weather. The weather's a bit warm outside. A little bit hot. Right? I can't rub your belly. Oh, shit. I can't rub your belly from all the way over there, mate. You got to come sit right over here in front of Mum. Got to come sit right in front of Mum if you want your belly rubs. Roll over. Go on. Do you want your belly rubs? Huh? He's just loving it. Lapping it up right now. All right, my beautifuls, we're doing belly rubs with the kitten, actually. That's what we're doing. We are doing some minis here, some mini personal reads. Oh, my beautiful boy. You're a handsome cat. He's a handsome cat. He knows it too. You are so cute right now. Why aren't you this cute inside? Normally you're cheeky. Do I need to bring you out? I think I need to bring him out here more often. But I know I looked at Cleopatra and I was just like, just looked at him up in the cat tree. She was on the couch and I just nabbed him and like walked out the back door. I'm like, because if she sees it, she'll get upset. And we know what Cleopatra will do to the electronics in this room. She'll end up pulling shit down and next minute, none of my setup works, and oh my god, come here, come this way. You want belly rubs like that? There you go, baby. There you go, my handsome boy, handsome little boy. Huh? What are you so handsome for? What are you so handsome for? What are you so handsome for? Loving all the good pats right now. He's loving it. You're purring like a kitten. You're purring like a kitten. Here, there you go. There's my hand. There you go. There you go. Oh, good boy. You are such a good boy. Well, he's definitely much more better behaved in here than she is. She's a troublemaker. I'll tell you what, Cleopatra, she is one naughty fucking kitten, man. She's like, he does the zooming. He does a lot of zooming too, but she's, I don't know, man. She's next level, clawing the fucking carpets and just jumping up on shit, drooling on me, you know. Drooling all over the place. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Oh, you love your belly rubs, don't you? You love your belly rubs. He does. He'll just sit here forever just getting his belly rubbed. Oh, yeah, of course, I know, right? Where does she get it from? She got it from her mama. She gets it from me. You and your belly rubs though, mate, I swear. I swear you've got a little bit of dog in you or something. She is, man. She just, oh, like, I'm telling you, like, when you see cat drool, like, ready to drip from their lip, you're like, oh, please don't. You want to come sit next to me, buddy? Here you go. Is that your spot? Yeah, that's your spot right next to Mum on the chair. Right next to Mum on the chair. Turn around, though. You have to turn around. What are you so handsome for, dude, huh? How? How did you become such a handsome cat? Okay, go that way. Sit that way. Sit that way, baby. There you go, Bubba. There you go. He's just lapping it up right now, just fucking loving it, right? Can't say I'm not loving it either. I am. It's just nice to have some time, just me and Smokey. I mean, don't get me wrong. Cleo's my cat and I love her, but it's like ever since I got her after getting Smokey, I don't get any time with him because she's always just taking over, you know. She just takes up all my personal space and he can't get a cuddle in with me. He can't. He tries, but she just, yeah, she gets in the way. So, well, is it nice to be out here with Mama? Like the good old days? Like the first 2 weeks we had together? Where should I put this? Should I put this over here? Is that good? Yeah, we're good. You happy? Come over here, baby. Come over here. Come here. Come here. Come sit over here. Come sit right next to Mum's notepad. Here. Come. Here. Sit right there. That's your spot. That's your spot, my little prince. Careful with your tail. Don't put your tail on the candle holder. No, no, no. We don't want no burnt cat tails in here. We don't. So I'm pretty much packed and ready to go for Sunday, which is good. I'm just going to put the box of charms. Do you want to jump down? There you go. I just got to put the box of charms in my shit, and then I am ready to pack that into the car for Sunday. It's going to be hot though, I think. I'm pretty sure it's going to be hot. Should be busy though. Should be a good little Sunday. I've got poor Darren, poor Dazza gets stuck with the kids, babysitting the kids. But they that's what they wanted. They wanted Uncle Darren to come and babysit them, so we made that happen. Definitely no way I could take them with me to the fair, which would just drive me fucking nuts. Hello, beautiful. Come on, come back up. There you go, beautiful. You decided that you didn't like it down there. He's like, no, I don't like it down there, all the way down there, Mum. I need to be close to you. I need to be close. All right, beautiful. All right, baby. All right, guys. If anybody would like to grab a little mini, donations are absolutely welcome, either via PayPal, Super Chat. Not absolutely fucking necessary, but if you're feeling generous, more than welcome to contribute in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, yeah, we're doing a bit of an open house. God, I do not want to open my house up. We're doing a bit of an open stream here. Feels weird though now all of a sudden being back on my phone and not on and I know the camera's like moving and wobbling and shit because of course it's not it's on my little phone holder, so it's just bouncing around. So forgive me if you feel like a little bit of motion sickness. All right, it's the best we can. It's not the best we could do. It's just I thought I'd just see what difference we get. Although it doesn't seem like there's much, to be fair. What was I going to look at? I wanted to look at something. Where are you going now? You're up, you're down. You're up, you're down. You don't really know, do you? You don't really know, do you? Well, what'd you get down for? You're looking how to get back up. There's plenty of room. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's plenty of room. There you go. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I know. And look, hopefully eventually YouTube can, you know, work through some of the problems, I guess, that us streamers are having with the whole dual stream thing. But look, like Gala was saying, you know, in order for them to work things out, we've got to start using these features so they know what to change, how to fix things, what to fix, what we need exactly, so that you know, shit can flow the same way that it used to in the past. But you know, patience. I mean, ain't nobody out here trying to be famous off of reading no freaking tarot cards up here on this platform. I certainly have bigger and better dreams than than a professional YouTuber for the rest of my psychic medium career. How are you, Anna? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, if anybody would like to get a little reading, let me know. I'll put it down on the list, and as it's your turn, I will get you to give me your question. So for now, just let me know if you want to go on the list. We'll get a little list going, and then as I get to you, like I said, I'll ask you your question when I'm good and ready. No, when I'm good and ready. When the time comes, so I don't lose anything. Don't get lost in the chat. So now I'm sitting here and thinking to myself, what cards did I pack if I mean, there's two decks here that obviously the two decks that I've been using most frequently the last like week or two to the last couple of weeks, I've actually left in there. So I'm like, what cards did I freaking pack to take with me on Sunday? I got no idea. I was happy with my selection. It just, yeah. I think I took some on my smaller decks, to be honest. When you got a bit more, like, when you got, like, less room, limited space, you know, you want to, I always overpack, though, for these events. Always take way too many cards. So I've learnt what decks not to take to these events, you know. There's yeah, there's certain storylines that just don't seem to come out of my local spiritual community, which is nice. Might do a little quick collective check-in, see what's going on in the energy, what's going on around us, who's in whose energy, who's fucking lurking, creeping and freaking and whatever else the fuck they're doing. But love reads, am I doing love reads, am I? I had to say, fucking, look, I'm not gonna say no to love reads today if anybody asks. Right, I'm feeling nice today. All right, let's have a look. Collective, what's happening in energy? The energy. Ooh, Two of Cups in the reverse. That's a great start. No, never. There's never creeping and lurking energy in here. Just you creeps lurking in here. Ew, Two of Cups in reverse and the Hermit. Hangman. The Death card. Knight of Swords. Hey. Well, it looks like there's a situation here out in the energy. There's been a bit of distrust here, okay? Been a little bit of distrust, some disharmony here, which has got somebody contemplating here and seeing something differently here. Somebody's been enlightened. Somebody's getting enlightened when it comes to a situation regarding a Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, we've got the Death card here. Endings. End of a cycle. Knight of Swords. So yeah, it looks like somebody has taken some sort of action here. Whoa! King of Pentacles in reverse, man. Looks like somebody, somebody could be, oh, somebody's feeling heartbroken over a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's up in their head about whatever this is. Knight of Swords, sleepless nights, stressing out. Too fucking blessed to be stressed over here on our channel. What do we got here? Six of Swords. So it looks like somebody's moving away from whatever this is. Some sort of change, transition here. Oi, 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 oi. Where did it all start? Two of Cups in the reverse. Well, somebody's enlightened to the fact that they potentially can't trust a person here. Okay. Or this could also be, you know, somebody taking some sort of break here from whatever this is to gain some sort of wisdom here to I don't know, to contemplate what it is that they're wanting to do out here. All right, so there could be a bit of a pause on the situation. This could obviously, you know, an ending could also create a new beginning here. But, I mean, after that King of Pentacles in the reverse, we've still got that Three of Swords in the upright, that Nine of Swords in the upright, and that Six of Swords in the upright. The Empress in reverse. It's not the Empress in reverse at all. I'm just fucking just making my own shit up over here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse is what it is. It's like Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, somebody could be, again, contemplating what they're worth here. Is somebody worth, you know, being in a situation where they can't trust, okay, where there's broken communication here. Yeah, Page of Swords, it looks like there could have been some sort of communication here. Somebody could have seen something online as well, all right? It's created some sort of disappointment here with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Swords. Somebody is feeling betrayed. Somebody feels like, is feeling very deeply wounded over whatever that situation is. King of Swords in the reverse. Whoever this King of Swords in the reverse is, King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Moon in reverse too. It looks like something's no longer hidden in a situation. So this is somebody who is a manipulator. This is somebody who's misused their power, right? Oi, 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 oi. Justice is here, baby. So whatever's going on in this situation, right? We've got justice coming in here, okay? Somebody wants what's fair, all right? Somebody wants what's fair when it comes to this situation. Ten of Cups in reverse, right? So, ooh. King of Cups in the reverse, yeah. It's somebody, again, this is some sort of emotional manipulation that's been going on out here. Somebody made a bad decision, right? This is a very bad decision to... What did they do, Spirit? What did, what actually caused this distrust? Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you show us what caused the distrust in this situation? Well, it looks like somebody was fulfilling maybe some sort of low vibrational needs here. Somebody maybe had too much pride, strength in the reverse. Okay. Too much pride, too much ego. Some sort of weaknesses here. Ace of Cups. So, I don't know. Somebody did something funky when it came to a new beginning here. Ouch. Oh. Nine of Cups in the reverse. So, it looks like somebody is... not quite satisfied with this situation. This could be somebody that's not satisfied with themselves, right? They could be disappointed in themselves. Yeah. It looks like here somebody lacks some sort of personal growth here, okay? They Somebody didn't plan this out right. Somebody didn't, I want to say if somebody didn't play their cards right either. So, somebody didn't play their cards right. Somebody could have been, somebody could be gambling, something of that nature as well. Somebody also failed to commit. Somebody also isn't really learning from their failures here. Okay, whoever this King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups in the reverse energy is, looks like they haven't learned anything. Okay, this person could be feeling defensive. They could be a little bit paranoid. This person is losing enthusiasm, losing energy here. Yeah, we do. We got a situation going on out here. Collective 1111. Yes, could have been. As funny as we say that, right? The next card was the Four of Wands in reverse. So, somebody regrets something now, right? I don't know. Somebody could have put another individual in some sort of competition here. Okay, this person regrets putting somebody else in competition here. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. Beautiful. The Hierophant. This could have been, for some of you guys, this could have been a marriage. Okay, for some of you guys. Somebody here, I want to say, like, somebody here, yeah, with the Lovers in reverse, somebody here didn't follow the rules, okay? Somebody here didn't quite follow the rules when it came to whatever this situation is, all right? Ouchie, 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 ouch. Yeah, somebody was foolish, reckless, right? Made a bad move, bad decision here, okay? I know why I was about to say baby daddy. Baby daddy, this could be somebody's baby daddy, right? Could be your baby daddy, you could be the baby daddy. Sun's in reverse, yeah, looks like here, somebody was careless, man. Somebody was careless. Somebody was careless, couldn't see what was up ahead of them, okay? There's also somebody that's been very, very arrogant as to think that they would have some sort of victory here. Somebody wasn't listening to their intuition here. Somebody could have been hoping that you, collective, would have had blocked intuition here as well. You could have gotten a bit fucked off at a situation too, right? You could have lashed out here. Maybe you could be getting you could have gotten angry at whatever this situation was too, right? You could have popped off, right? Could have popped off with that Queen of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Cups here. So, yeah, somebody was walking away. Now, this could have been, again, you walking away from the situation, or somebody's walking away potentially from whatever this situation is over here. Somebody here was trying to avert disaster, okay? But whilst they were doing it, they also, they missed some sort of opportunity here as well, okay, by trying to avoid some sort of change. It's like somebody's missed an opportunity to do what, Spirit? To do what? What did they miss the opportunity to? Yeah, to complete a cycle. I was about to say heal, right? So, I don't know. Again, not making the changes. This person has now missed an opportunity to complete a cycle successfully. Okay, so this could mean obviously that this individual, this person is about to go back around on another karmic cycle here. Yeah, there's disharmony. Somebody's misaligned here. Somebody was misaligned. Somebody was also being possessive, greedy. Okay, this is an energy that caused a lot of shit, a lot of drama, a lot of... Yeah, look at that. As I split that, the Seven of Swords. This is somebody who was lying, cheating, sneaking. Okay, trying to juggle a situation. Right? That's what happens when you you follow a Knight of Wands in reverse, those low vibrational needs, right? You end up feeling fucking frustrated, creating delays for yourself. Okay, now somebody is, having some serious financial struggles as well. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This person, this King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups in the reverse could have also created some sort of lack now here for this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Or this could also just be somebody that, could have been feeling insecure about the situation. Okay, there's now delays. Right? Somebody's facing karma because of what they've done here, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. So, oops. Somebody was facing the wrong way. Somebody was facing the wrong way, facing the wrong direction here. Yeah, see, because the direction they should have been facing was the direction where healing was, okay? Instead, somebody, again, somebody avoided making some sort of decision here to actually do the work, go through the healing, okay? Again, now this energy, whoever this individual is in despair, right? They're in despair. They've also put another individual in despair, okay? This person, somebody here was holding back some sort of emotions here or some sort of secrets with that High Priestess in reverse, okay? Little secrets here. It looks like... It looks like here... you know, somebody could potentially want some sort of forgiveness here. Somebody maybe wants to drop the battle, drop the fight here. It's like whatever this is, somebody's not feeling confident as well about where. So there's somebody in this energy. One of the two, three people. I don't know who it is, right? Because again, this could also involve your energy somewhere in it. But it's like somebody here. Doesn't want to fight anymore, doesn't want this battle on their hands anymore, okay? There's also an energy of somebody not feeling confident about something being long-term, right? Somebody is no longer confident about this continuing on long-term, right? Chariots in reverse, yeah, something's not going anywhere, okay? Something's like come maybe to a bit of a halt, okay? Somebody needs to get into alignment here, right? Somebody needs to realign themselves. Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't know, we could have a codependent feminine energy that's in and amongst all of this too, okay? So it's could have been something where, again, you know, two individuals who haven't done the healing work, you know, one's codependent or overgiving, the other person is clearly manipulative, selfish, greedy, possessive, fucking not balanced in their emotions. And did some sort of sneaky shit here, right? And so you've got two energies here, which in reality, both need healing, right? Both of these individuals need healing. Well, that's why, collective, you know, when you are given a fresh start, when you are given a break from, you know, dealing with this shit, you're meant to go pour into yourself so that you don't constantly end up with the same kind of energies. You don't constantly end up with energies that breadcrumb you, with energies that hold on to lies, right? And don't give you transparency. We all have a past. Everybody has a past, right? We all do, you know? I know because, you know, I have one, right? And it's something that we talk about a lot. It's something that I discuss, you know, with people coming into my life too. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to have not done some of the most fucking horrible things to partners, right? I mean, I think probably the most horrible thing I could have done, though, was stay in relationships where I was breadcrumbed, emotionally abandoned, emotionally neglected, undervalued, not appreciated. That was the biggest mistake, right? But me not leaving those situations essentially is what turned me into a foul person, right? But this isn't shit that I hide from people, or, you know, this is a situation where when you've truly done the work, you know, you don't care about saying that shit out loud. You don't care about talking about your past because you know it doesn't define you. When you've gone on the healing journey, right? And that's not to say, man, some shit ain't gonna fuck you off, because I still, you know, that's the thing. My boundaries now, and for a lot of us, right, our boundaries are far more stronger than what they ever were. So it's like, you know, there was a situation where, you know, someone suggested that, you know, I'm still obsessed with them. No, what I'm obsessed with is the fucking truth. What I'm obsessed with is not having people continuously perpetuate fucking lies, right? And continue to be comfortable with being a pathological liar. So yeah, I'm going to get angry about shit like that. Yeah, I'm going to fucking fire up. Yeah, I'm going to spit some fucking truth. Yeah, I'm going to fucking say some shit until the truth is heard, until the truth is revealed, right? Because it's all well and good when another person wants to tell your truth or even exaggerate on those truths, and you're out there like, yeah, I fucking did that. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that. And you got these energies, right? That's wanna pretend like they are upstanding fucking citizens. Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna fucking show you that you're wrong, right? I'm gonna be that kind of person that will unfortunately expose your fucking shit, right? Because I sit here day in, day out, constantly exposing my own shit, right, from my past to people, right? So why would I hold on to other people's secrets? You get what I'm saying? Why would I? Well, I mean, look, Enchanted, everyone's got their own, everyone's got their own ideas and theories and ways of kind of going about healing these sorts of things, I mean, do I forgive a person who gives me a narcissistic apology? No, because they're not really fucking sorry, right? Nothing to forgive. The only thing I can forgive is, like, in my situation, I get it. Like, Anna's is a bit different because we're talking about, her parents, right? But, when it's like a third party situation, something like that, man, the only person that you need to forgive is yourself for the fucking shitty choices that you made to allow yourself to be in a situation where that kind of behavior continued to happen, right? And that's the thing, for a lot of us, we hang around in shitty fucking situations until we become shitty and toxic ourselves, for me. But yeah, I mean, like, if you'd have seen it's fucking laughable, right? It's actually laughable, the actual level of fucking narcissism a particular individual actually fucking has. Like, I'm sorry, did you spend about 3 words with I owe you an apology, but the entire rest of it was trying to tear me down and tell me how shit I am and the kind of caliber, right, that another person has in comparison to me, right? Again, you can't manipulate the high priestess. You can't manipulate somebody who teaches this shit, right? The kind of caliber a woman or an individual must have to take on board what I left behind, right? That says to me that she's in a far worse position than I've ever been in, right? It doesn't matter how nice I was nice and kind too until I was breadcrumbed, until every special moment was ripped from me, right? Until every moment that mattered where I needed support, it was lacking, right? Until, I was basically the worst fucking wife you could possibly think of, right? It's like, what kind of caliber can an individual have to take on board somebody who gets out of a marriage or a long-term relationship and within 2 months is in a full-blown one, and then actually cheats on that new partner with their husband, their wife, or their ex-partner for months on ends, mind you, right? Doesn't say anything and then gets shitty that somebody exposed the fucking truth. Well, the problem is that you didn't fucking heal, right? And I'm not here to hide your fucking secrets, right? I'm here to put an end to the secrets and the bullshit and the lies and the manipulation. I don't care if you happen to get caught in the fucking crossfire. I really don't, right? That's on you to make sure that you're being honest, that you're being transparent, that you're doing the right thing on your end. Otherwise, you shouldn't have left such a big fucking risk, right? Shouldn't have left yourself in such a fucking risky position. That is what we call karmic justice, right? That's what we call karmic justice, okay? What am I supposed to do? Protect the devil? Are we supposed to protect the devil out here? No, babies, we don't do that, right? We don't do that. We don't do that. But I don't take apologies when somebody's trying to rip me to rip me down and compare me to an individual who's settled for a toxic individual who's a liar, who's a cheater, right? Who will happily withhold secrets for a fucking lifetime, right? That's what those energies cause, right? They cause that kind of shit to people. Sorry, I'm not here to fucking save anybody from their karma. Nobody fucking saved me from mine. Nobody saved me from having to pay back my karmic debts, right? So why the fuck would I save anybody else from them? You can call it spiteful, you can call it whatever. But man, when you're sat there, right, when you sit there and someone lies on you, right, lies on you in court, in all sorts of fucking different ways, right? When somebody fucking does that, right, over and over and over, well, sorry, I'm going to start telling the truth about you. You want to lie about me? Baby, I'll tell the truth about you. We can play games, right? But you better know what cards you fucking hold. And if this is the card you hold, well, let me tell you, you're in a pretty risky position, right? There's only so much of this you can fucking do before it's a failure, before it all fails, right? Whatever manipulation and lies eventually don't fucking work, right? They don't. Truth, always. It always does. One way or another, it always comes to light. But the people that continue to hold the lies, they have no regard whatsoever for anybody. Nobody, no parties but themselves, right? So why would any of us in the collective care to protect that, right? I mean, I literally, if I met that individual right now, man, I wouldn't even look at it once, let alone twice, let alone consider it for a long-term relationship, right? 122 on my screen. When somebody here is non-committal, right? I mean, look at you. Look. Your energy always comes up, right? I mean, this is the thing, right? My ex loves to always come up in my energy, right? King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, you want me to stay quiet, huh? You want to suppress my voice, my truth? Well, sorry, baby, but I freed myself, right? I freed myself from fears, right? From limitations, And that's the thing is that I no longer go for one-sided fucking things. I no longer go for situations where people haven't done the work, people haven't healed, people haven't put the effort in to actually recover their situation, right? So, when you're sitting there trying to apologize to me and then telling me about the caliber of individual that is putting up with your lies and your cheating and your betrayals and your laziness and, your lack of goals and ambition, man, I don't feel anything but like there's a poor fucking individual, right, who's being burdened, right, by an individual who refuses to fucking heal. And you know what? That's not on me to even feel sorry for. If somebody wants to get themselves into that, like if any of you guys were to get yourselves into a situation, right, where there's all that kind of illusions and shit, and you come to me fucking all crying and shit, I wouldn't feel sorry for you. You signed up for it. You know what toxic is now, right? You know what codependency is. You know what abandonment issues look like. You've had to go through, a lot of you have had to go through healing those wounds, right? And so when you can identify that shit in everybody else. You can see things when they're out of balance. You're not stupid, right? A maxi pad to patch that leak. Like, at the end of the day, you can't suppress my fucking truth, right? And then say I'm acting out because, I spoke the fucking truth. Sorry, not fucking sorry. Just like, narcissistic fucking apologies don't fucking sit with me. Sorry, not sorry, baby. It is what it fucking is, right? Because the more that you allow people like this to continue to get away with those kind of things, what do? They continue to do it, right? It's like you're giving people a permission slip to just freely walk around and behave a certain way. So, I want to say, taking it back to that whole forgiveness thing, right? When a person's not really sorry and a person hasn't changed, isn't making the effort, right? The only thing you can do is forgive yourself, right? For even getting caught up in that shit. Because how can you forgive a person that isn't actually sorry? What's there to forgive exactly? There isn't any. There isn't anything. There's not even an acknowledgement of there being a problem, right? Forgiveness can absolutely still happen, but it's you. It's yourself, right? It's you who you need to forgive for either getting too caught up, right? For getting too involved, too deep into it, like whatever it is. It's whatever you've decided to bring into that situation that you need to forgive and heal, right? But if somebody's not sorry, well, they're not sorry, right? Your forgiveness and your not holding people accountable to their shitty behavior when they hold you accountable to yours is like setting the bar on how people respect you, on how people will conduct themselves when it comes to you. So if you allow people to constantly cross your boundaries, well, yeah, you forgive them. What makes you think that they're not going to fucking cross those boundaries again? You've just given them a free fucking pass. Oh, that's all good. Just cross my boundaries. I'll just forgive you. It's all good. You can do it again. You get what I'm saying? So be careful with what you're forgiving out here too, right? Whether you're giving it to them, if you're going to give forgiveness to somebody, make sure they're actually fucking sorry, right? Because if they're not, the only thing you need to do is forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for even having an expectation that another individual, right, would step up to the plate in that sense as well, right? I'm sorry I thought that you would be a decent person, right? Shit, there we go. Forgave myself. Bang, right? But I don't know, this whole just... and it's not to say you have to hold on to anger and resentment, all that shit. No, but don't give free passes to people, right? So that they can cross your boundaries again or cross other people's boundaries or continue to lie, cheat, steal, whatever the fuck it is they're doing. Don't give them free passes like that, right? But recognize your own part to play in it, your own faults, your own choices, okay? Work on those and forgive yourself for that. That's it, right? Problem solved, baby. Problem solved. But beautiful. Love that. I love that. And as long as that brings you peace, because I know for some people, Enchanted, like it doesn't sit for some people on that aspect, you know? And I say that because I know everybody's different, you know? Everybody perceives certain things differently. It's whatever you can do to find your peace in it, right? To find your peace where you're able to move forward, where you're able to grow, learn, and evolve from that point, you know? That's what's like the most important thing. If it holds you back from, you know, making moves and moving on with your life, well then, yeah, you obviously need to look at what the fuck's going on there. But, you know, again, everyone has their own way of doing it. So I don't want to say, you know, like, you know, feel free obviously to suggest shit to each other, but we all need to understand that, you know, each of us kind of have our own perceptions and ways of doing certain things that might work for one person, might not work for another, right? Absolutely, Andrew. Self-evaluation. It's the fucking, it's the key to any of and all of this, you know? It's the key to any and all of this. Like, if I didn't sit and look at all the bad choices that I made, all the things that, you know, I didn't heal, right? If I don't look at those, well, then I'll end up in the same fucking shitty relationships over and over and over and over, you know? Yeah, absolutely. 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 I'm just sort of putting it out there to Anna so Anna doesn't feel like, you know, I don't want anyone to, you know, to feel like their way of healing or their process is like, you know, being attacked again. Everybody's got free will. But yeah, you know, obviously, you know, I mean, I've tried that suggestion. Doesn't fucking work for me, man. It just gets me, that shit gets me more riled up for some reason, right? Like, fucking forgive fucking what? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, for those of you guys that know me, you know, you'll understand, you know, you guys understand how I am and why I'm like that. But, you know, again, like it's like for anyone that, say for instance, you know, like you've been, and I just want to, this may be a bit of a triggering one, so I'm trigger warning, but like, let's just say you've been sexually assaulted some way, right? And you don't actually know the person who did it to you. you're never going to get an apology out of them. I mean, that, you know, how can you forgive an individual? You don't even know who the fuck this person is for violating you physically on that sense, right? But what you can do is you can look at the moments that led up to that point in time, right? A leads to B leads to C, right? We have a choice in everything that we do, even where we're at. And if the only thing that we can do, right, to get on top of that situation is to take accountability for the fact that, well, I made this choice that led me to here, that led me to there, right? Then that's a path of forgiveness too. But again, for oneself, because, you know, to me, there are probably certain things that aren't fucking forgivable, right? Violation of another's fucking physical body, for me, just sits on the I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not getting forgiven for violating somebody else's fucking body, right? That's just a no-no, an absolute fucking no-no. And I won't offer it. I don't care. I will hold on to it. Not that I'm not holding on to it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one, I don't give a shit. No one's getting forgiven for fucking physically assaulting or, you know, physically impacting another human being like that, because you just, there's no right. You don't have a fucking right to do that. And that shit leaves fucking lasting fucking implications for people. And so I'm not going to sit here and fucking forgive the fucking guy who molested my child. No fucking way. I could barely even forgive the people that were fucking looking after my child at the time that it even happened, right? No, and I get it. And look, with some things, you know, that whole way of doing thing absolutely works. But to me, for some things are completely fucking unforgivable, right? Completely unforgivable. You know, when somebody is, especially like when people are so consciously aware of their behavior, right? When somebody does something with intent to fucking harm like that, nah. No, you can't even use the whole, no, I don't care, right? If you're going to intentionally fucking harm, like, you know, would I do 25 to fucking life over fucking molesting my fucking child? Fucking oath I would, right? I haven't been I haven't been in the position to be at risk of fucking getting there, right? And obviously I will avoid that at all costs. But yeah. Right? Some sins are fucking unforgivable. Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked. But yeah, you know, again, whatever brings you, you know, peace, whatever removes the limitations, the fears, you know, whatever those traumas create that end up, you know, holding you back. Right, if you can heal and forgive for any of those, then fuck yeah, obviously go for it. But I understand where Anna's kind of coming from, like with that, you know. I'm just saying, like, I can understand both perspectives, you know, and I think we all just have to kind of do whatever works best for us, that gets the best possible result, you know. You know, it's just, it's fucking hard, right? It's hard. It's hard. Life ain't fucking easy or breezy, right? It ain't. But I mean, if it was, would it be interesting? Probably not. Hey, Smokey boy, where are you, baby? Kitty cat. Hey, kitten. Kitten. It's quiet as a mouse. Kitty cat. Baby. Little kitten. Oh, I think I know. No, is he under there? No, I've got no idea. I got no idea where he's gone and curled up. Kitty cat. Hey, come here, baby. Come here. Hello, handsome boy. Up. Come on. Come here. Come here. I'll give you belly rubs. I promise. He's giving me like a half closed eye. I'm like, what are you doing? Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, you big boy. Here's a big boy. Can you see? So what's all the colours? Who's that over there? Is that another cat? No, it's just you, Bubba. It's just you. It's just you. Hello, Smoky boy. The good cat. No, this is the good, he's the behaved cat. Are you being the good cat? Are you being the good cat or the bad cat? He's the best. I've got the other ones inside. She's just too naughty to bring out here. She'll end up ripping the electronics down and ruining setups. Hey, don't you spread your legs at me, mate. All right, close your legs. It's a bit rude. Just opens his legs wide out at me. I'm just like, oh, okay, thank you very much. Thanks, cat. Not sure. You want some belly rubs, don't you, baby? Huh? No, you like your belly rubs, mister. He does. He's like obsessed with his fucking belly rubs. Mac, return of the Mac. Look, he's back, Mac. It's been a while since I've seen you up in here. How have you been? I mean, I know, obviously, like, you know, I'm streaming during the day and, you know, streaming during the daytime and then wondering, where are all my Aussies? They're like, they're at work. We're at work. We're working, Kerry. We're doing shit. We're busy. Yeah, me too. Me too. Mine's just a lot more social. Hello, beautiful boy. Huh? I just want to kiss your belly. I just want to kiss your belly. Can I just... Oh, I do. I love kissing his belly. I mean, call me gross, call me feral, whatever the fuck you want to call me, right? I kiss my cat's belly and what? You got a problem? Huh? We got a problem? They've got a problem. They think I'm a weirdo because I kiss your belly. No, hey, my little purr machine. You're just so handsome. You're just so handsome. Dedicated fans watch on the job. You know, that's easy for you guys over the other side of the world to say while it's fucking nighttime over there. What is it, like 9:30, 10 o'clock on the East Coast? Hello, baby. Hello, beautiful, handsome boy. He's so handsome. He's so handsome. Yes, he is. He is. He's so fucking handsome, this cat. 9:40. I didn't even know if you were still relevant or if you were still current. Lavin's always like, am I still current? All right, fucking, you've learned how to catch up in the live streams, I think, quite well. No longer falling behind. If anybody would like to grab a read, let me know. You are just seriously lapping it up, aren't you? Cleopatra is going to be so upset with me. I do have jokes. Cleopatra's going to be so upset with me when I get back inside. Yeah, Virgo, baby. I did 2 all 12 signs reads. One last night. Last night went into this morning. I did one this morning. Do you want a specific read? If you do, just pop your question in the chat below and I will read it. You wait for the next one? He's going to wait for the next one. Well, you can always go back and look at the the first one was too easy, Steve. The first one was the one that I did last night was what's coming up Pisces season, and then the one we did this morning is fuck, I've forgotten already. My brain's gone dead. Oh, what will help in achieving your current goals? All right, so go have a look at those if you want to. You'll have a gaze. Can you wait? What are you doing? What are you doing? I love you. Good boy. All right, Steve. Anna, yep. All right, Steve, what is your question? So, Anna, what are you not seeing and need to? I'm not seeing what I'm writing on the notepad because the cat's getting in the way. Hmm. No, I don't want these cards. I don't want these ones. I used to love this deck, and now I'm just like, meh, meh, eh. Not sure anymore. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure about those. I still like them. I'm just... Those other two newer decks that I've got, I really, really like the pictures on them. They do. Beautiful, handsome boy. Are you just sucking up so I'll give you extra food today? Because I already gave you some extra this morning for breakfast. I think you probably got your sister's food too. Your sister, your lover, whatever you want to call her. You're not actually brother and sister, so I don't know. You guys lick each other quite inappropriately. You guys lovers, is that what it is? Is it a lover situation? Look who it is. All right, Steve, what is your insight on a long battle? Yeah, we can have a look at what's going on in this long battle. What do you reckon's going on in this long battle, Smokey? Somebody getting the claws out, right? No, Steve, somebody getting the claws out here. Smokey's like gripping onto the table, right? Brace yourself. Maybe you need to brace yourself. Maybe somebody else needs to brace themselves. All right, let's have a look. Spirit. All right. Spirit for Steve. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's happening with this long battle? Justice. Justice. Scales are being balanced out. It's not a bad start. Do you need to know much more? If it's already been long, do we need to do a long read? Have confidence, right? Have confidence in the fact that justice is coming. Somebody here is going to take lead here when it comes to balancing things out and getting some sort of justice here, right? So I don't know if this is a legal situation or something like that. It looks like whatever's going on here. Again, lots of paperwork going on here. Justice, baby, justice. I want to say, you know, it may take some time still, though, Steve, right? It may take some time. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I've done some long battles. Okay. I don't know whether this was a situation where you had to give something. Somebody maybe has to give something to you. Right. I've got 6 Pentacles in reverse, but I've also got the Star card here. So, hope. Right. A wish will be granted here. Healing will be able to begin. Okay. Healing is going to be able to begin. I don't know if somebody was trying to control the situation or control the situation or have some sort of control over you. But it's going to get balanced out here. You might have to make a decision, or there could be a decision that's being made with the Two of Swords. All right, so it could be a bit of back and forth here on what that decision is. All right, but you asked, we got justice, we're getting justice. All right, so, but yeah, I just want to say, like with the timing of stuff, you know, sometimes things take a while before that justice fully comes in. Okay, Spirit, here. Oops. You wanted that to flip, did you? It looks like Spirit want you to just don't do anything foolish, don't do anything reckless, right? Don't just let whatever this is unfold, okay? So no silly shit, all right? Whenever this is all finished, Steve, once you've gone through some sort of healing process here, you're going to regain that zest, that drive, that passion, you know, whatever this is taken from you. Okay, you're going to feel like you've come back to life here. Okay, this could also set you on the path towards your Ten of Pentacles, right? Your Ten of Pentacles could also be, you know, what you leave behind, your legacy, all right? What else do I need to see there? Yeah, you're going to recover from whatever this is, Steve. All right? Just give it patience, give it time, be kind with yourself, be gentle with yourself. All right? You will have some opportunities coming up, right? You'll have options, opportunities. Things will start moving. Just let the process unfold, all right? Again, I don't know how long this has been taking or how long it's going to take for this justice to come in, but it's coming, right? Spirit, like that's the first thing you needed to know, right? Like justice, it's coming. Scales are going to balance out, all right? So if you can, just kick back, chill out, and let things unfold. All right, Anna, let's have a look. What are you not seeing? What are you not seeing? Handsome boy. Wait, handsome cat. Psst, psst, I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. Hey, Roberto. Alright, Denise. Alright, let's have a look for you, Anna. What are you not seeing? Okay. We got letters WTF. What the fuck? Right? What the fuck? What the fuck aren't you seeing, Anna? WTF. I, right? WTFI are the letters out on the table. It looks like, there is some sort of unjust situation here, or something that you feel is unfair with those justice scales being in the reverse. We've got two starfishes out here. Starfish energy, star energy. I've also got a dragonfly out here, but oh shit, didn't mean to throw that at ya. No worries, beautiful. Just don't be going and stalking no one at the grocery store, all right, Banana? Love you, girl. Starfish. Emotions. There's something here. You could be bottling up some sort of emotions here. We've got these. There's a little little love hearts in this jar. So I don't know. Could be bottling your emotions here. Okay. There could be an ending, or something's at its end here. We've got the @ symbol and 999. So I don't know. There could be. Did you? You're a Cancer. There could be. Again, like it's. You might not be looking at something as an ending. Okay. You might not be seeing that something's about to come to an end. With that dragonfly there, that's change and transformation. So it does look like there could be something here to do with your emotions, right? Bottled emotions. Could be playing up, coming out. Or they need to, right? There could be something that you're needing to look at, right? When it comes to your emotions, looking at your emotions. I'm just seeing that gold bar, but I'm just thinking like barred, like, I don't know. Again, you could just be really trying to keep something together here emotionally, all right? What you need to do here, though, is release whatever this is, reflect back on whatever this is, okay? But it's like there's something here that either needs to come to an end or is going to come to an end that you don't see coming, right? But with that comes some sort of transformation. Has somebody been drinking? Or potentially drowning their emotions a little bit, either you or somebody around? You don't have to tell me, right? But if that's resonating, you'll know. might want to look at doing a little bit of we've got like a little green juice smoothie kind of thing going on in this cup here. So I know somebody could be needing to do maybe a detox here, right? Could be needing to detox your body. This could also just be like detoxing those emotions, right? Maybe you're not seeing that you're keeping them, right? It's like you're clutching on tight to it, right? It's like a little clutch purse over here. So I know you could be like just hanging on to, clutching onto these bottled emotions here that you need to really look at and put an ending to whatever this is, okay? And again, have some sort of change and transformation come through. All right, let's get you a couple of cards though as well. I was told to pull the charm, so I did. Oh, well, that's lovely. Sounds like your dad keeps good company, babe. Sounds like your dad keeps good company. Holy shit. All right, Spirit, what is Anna not seeing here? Does it? It's for Anna. It's for Anna. But if you would like to, we're going to get a reading. Just put your question in the comments section. I'll get to it probably next. 'Cause I think that would be the next one on the list. I don't think anybody else is there. I did say it was going to be a while, Steve. Well, good I didn't tell you it was going to be quickly and then it still fucking continued. Good to know my skills are on point. Good to know. Yeah, there is some sort of cycle here that needs completion here. All right, it's some sort of cycle of heartbreak needs to be closed out, completed, done and dusted. Okay, you might want to think about maybe journaling some of those emotions, Anna. Okay, might be time to write some of this shit out. Okay, write some of this heartache out in order to be able to complete some sort of cycle successfully here, and again let go of whatever those emotions are. All right, that's what I got for you, beautiful. My God. Well, so you know what? Sounds like your dad should be stolen from anyway, right? Sounds like it's his fucking karma. Sounds like it's his karma. It's like and I don't know. I don't know how to resonate with that energy when people say that to me, right? I don't know how to resonate with that, And I guess that's because like my mum first got sick when I was 12, and she was gone by the time I was 17. I've lived now more than half of my life without her. And I'm practically like an orphan out here in the world. I don't have any connection other than my children. I don't have any connection to family. It's I guess for me it's like it's different because I had to learn to detach from that loss, a long time ago, and obviously when you haven't had a parent around for that long, you don't get that attached, right? Because you don't have enough time to form that kind of attachment. So whilst I can empathize, it's an energy that seems to elude me. I can't understand it. I wish I could, like I wish I could feel what that felt like, but it's unfamiliar to me. Or I got to be honest when people say that to me, like I don't know what the fuck that feels like. I don't know what's I don't know what it's like to get to being an adult and having that happen. So it's hard for me to kind of to resonate with the energy. Yeah, well, I mean, my uncle, my mum's brother. So my mum and my uncle were both born 1st of April, 2 years apart. My mum was 2 years older. And my uncle actually passed away 6 months before my mum did. So, it was just like loss after loss. That's what I was used to, for me, it's just the normal, right? It's just like what I grew up with. It's just normal. I mean, it took me a long time. obviously because of my childhood trauma and the way that I was raised. And obviously, you know, it's different when you're an adult and you can kind of have conversations with, you know, your parents about certain things in the past in your childhood, and you can kind of work through those. You know, it was hard because I had to work through all that by myself to then, you know, be able to connect to her spirit and to be able to have that spiritual connection. Took me years. Took me like fucking, what was I? It was probably 20, no, not 20s, I was in my 30s, sorry. Did I have both? Yeah, I had both kids. I was probably about my mid-30s, about mid-30s, that I finally was able to kind of, you know, understand that she too had her issues, that contributed to, you know, the way that she was, the way that she tried to raise me, the kind of parent that she was, you know, but obviously back then they weren't as aware of, you know, certain mental health issues and certain things, right? And it turns out that what was genetically passed down to me was passed down to me through my mother, but was also triggered by the environmental factors, right? So, and my mother obviously experienced that herself to, you know, to a different degree, I suppose. So, you know, obviously as you get older and you start to understand certain things, it makes it easier to kind of understand, you know, the way that she did things. But yeah, I had to work through that, you know, in adult life without being able to tell her I was fucking mad at her, you know. I was like, I tell her now, and it's like every time I talk about it, I start to feel bad that I'm speaking about my mother like that, and she has to keep reminding me, like, it's okay, it's a part of, you know, the experience, the part of, you know, the healing and the connecting and stuff like that, and that I shouldn't feel bad about every time I talk about, you know, certain things that happened to me in my childhood, because like it is what it is, you know. It's like she doesn't want me to suppress that shit or to bottle it up or pretend like it didn't happen, you know, because it did, and obviously impacted me in a way that you know, changed the way that my brain pathways developed. So, you know, we can't just pretend like it doesn't exist. But I still feel like bad or guilty. Ever since I've had that spiritual connection with her, I do feel bad and guilty every time I kind of bring it up. But, you know, the truth is the truth is the truth, right? Like, it is what it is. So, Roberto, let me tell you something, mate. Success can't be stolen from you. It can't be stolen from you. I'm not sure what, who, what, when, where you've been around, right? Success can't be stolen from you. Nothing that's yours, that's truly yours, that's meant to be yours in any moment, now, tomorrow, future, back then, fucking 10 years ago, right? No. Explain that to me. I mean, I want to have a conversation about that. Explain that to me. That's a limitation. That's a limiting belief that you've got, right? That something was taken from you, okay? You believe you're current now, do you, Larson? It's good to see you're current. I love the way you say that. Am I current? Like, am I old news or new news? You're current news, baby. You're current news. But like, the thing is, right? I mean, the cards could help, but I mean, I've got far more experience, life experience, than the cards ever have. The card, I mean, you know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is a piece of cardboard with a little picture on it, and a determined value, a determined interpretation, right? Explain. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Nothing is ever ours to keep, right? Well, sure, we can have things stolen and things can happen, but I gotta say, Roberto, if you don't want to continue to give your power away, you're gonna have to change the way that you speak that out. All right. So the problem is that you're speaking out. You're giving your power away. Okay. Yeah, we're not promised 5 minutes. We're some of us aren't even promised making it out the womb. The thing is, right, is it, you know, what is the common denominator, right, in every experience that we have in life? It's us. It's our choices. It's our lack of seeing things clearly. It's our putting trust in the wrong people. It's choosing the wrong things. It's, it's a whole lot of things, right? It's a whole lot of things. If you really want to gain your power back, you really want to get on track and venture further, the first thing you need to stop doing is giving that power away like that and speaking it out, okay? Because that's what you're doing every time you do that. You're speaking that out. That all these external factors have the ability, right, to just... No. They only have the ability to do that with us also being involved in it. You know what I'm saying? We all get to that point. We all get to that point. But the only real way through any of this is to realize and recognize the choices and mistakes that we as individuals made in the journey that created this, right? Because at every point, right, in life that something involves us, we are a part of what that is. We are a part of co-creating, what that is, And I mean, and the thing is as well, right, sometimes the lessons are fucking hard, Sometimes the lessons are fucking hard. They're not meant to be easy. Sometimes the consequences of these lessons need to be so loud and so defeating and so ground shaking that we never make those same mistakes again. We never trust that same kind of energy again. We never make that same move again. We don't do certain things. So try not to look at it as what's been taken, right? Start to flip that mindset. You need to look at what have you gained in all of this? What wisdom, what knowledge, what have you learnt about yourself in that, where you can flip that whole scenario from a negative into a positive. I mean, for those of you guys that have been on my channel from, as long as it's been here, once have you guys ever heard me say that me going to prison was a bad experience, right? Or it was, so defeating? No, it was one of the best experiences I've ever fucking had in my life, right? All of it, all the pain, all the problems, all the everything, every little fucking bit has been essential to the healing journey, right? All of it. Everything has purpose, right? We can't just say that when it's something that we like, that it's destined, it's fated, and we accept it, but yet we can't accept the lessons that when they're hard, right? We have to take the good with the bad and recognize that it all comes part and parcel. 211 on my clock. Did I start this live stream saying something, or was that the freaking all 12 signs read where I said that's right, it's the energy today of 211, the 20th of the 2nd, 2026. But that's the thing, right? Exactly. For me, that was the turning point, right? That was enough for me to go, that's life's getting pretty bad, right? It got bad enough. It's like everything that I experienced before that wasn't bad enough, right? Wasn't bad enough to fucking make me change my thought patterns, my behaviors, and what I did moving forward, right? I'm far more successful today than I've ever been in my past, right? I haven't lost anything. I haven't lost a damn fucking thing. I gained so much, right? And that's the thing. We've got to recognize what we actually gain from these situations, as long as we've taken the lessons, right? If we haven't taken the lessons, we haven't absorbed the meaning of these things, right? We haven't looked at ourselves, then sure, it's going to feel like a loss, right? But when you can get insight into, that's why that happens. Now I can go change that, right? Now that shit never fucking happens again. Well, did we really lose anything? No, we just gained a fucking tool. We gained a tool that under no other circumstances would we have been able to acquire, right? So if you can try and flip that mindset that the pain has purpose, and it does have purpose, we just have to see the lesson, right? Accept it, utilize that and make sure that we don't repeat those same patterns again. What is it that we're uncertain about? You're uncertain about what? Because we can read into that, but you don't need validation. You validate yourself. You're not a bus ticket, Roberto, right? Nobody in this chat room, on my channel, nobody. None of us are bus tickets that we need validating, okay? Our truth is our truth. Our experiences are our experiences. Nobody can take that away from us, right? And the thing is, we can make up shit in our fucking head and it can be truth and we can own that, right? So nobody can take that away from you. Here, yes, your experiences are absolutely valid, right? The way you feel about those things is absolutely valid, right? Just make sure that those feelings aren't creating limitations, blockages, right? Or, giving you stories or telling you stories that aren't actually beneficial to you, But if you've got more that you want to ask, then yeah, keep asking. Okay, so are we at that stage where that's the thing, right? Because I know what it's like to always feel like you're fucking up or you're never quite getting there, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, finally I'm fucking getting somewhere. That's when, fear of losing that. But that's the thing. You have to practice these things with detachment because, yeah, shit could get taken from us. I mean, any one of us, not, again, touch whatever fucking superstitious shit you're into, touch wood, touch whatever. Like, any one of us could step out onto the street and get hit by a car and bang, we're done, right? Bang, we're done. All done, dusted, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fear of actually taking that success because you might lose it. And so what? You've been there before. It's not unfamiliar grounds, right? When you've been to rock bottom, Roberto, the thing is, you know how to climb back up, right? Don't be afraid of rock bottom. And if something's got to come crumbling down, it probably means that it was built on a false foundation anyway, right? But also, we were talking about this earlier. I think it was, might have been for Gemini placements, right? About, getting a different perspective on what success is, To me, right, sitting in the energy of, I'm working towards these goals, right? Like I have these goals, these plans and whatever. I mean, plans could change at any time. But the fact that I'm not attached to that outcome, right? There, bang, boom, I've succeeded, right? And I don't give a fuck what everybody else's measurement of success is. The fact that I could be okay with, hitting rock bottom again and fucking climbing back up again, like that, I've won, right? Because I've just won my fucking mind, right? I've beat the fucking game in my brain. And that's what you need in this third dimension. You want to beat the third dimension, you got to beat this, baby, right? This is the fucking thing that will fuck you up the most, right? Your thoughts. Question every thought you have. Is that right? Is that real? Where's that thought coming from? Is that coming from a place of fear? Is that coming from old patterns, old traumas? Where's that coming from? Is that even real, right? Because half the shit we tell ourselves isn't even real, isn't even a factor, right? We shouldn't even be thinking it, saying it out loud, let alone allowing ourselves to get carried away with the feeling of those thoughts. You get what I'm saying? Because then that is what impacts the action that we do or don't take, right? Second, you start thinking some shit that ain't right, you start feeling some shit that ain't right, and then you either act a certain way or don't act a certain way, and boom, you've already just fucked shit up right there because you didn't beat this, right? Don't worry about on the outside what people can win at. If you can't beat your own brain, you're going to lose the game every time anyway, right? We're going to lose the game every time anyway if we can't beat this, okay? 144 on my clock. If you know, you know, babies, right? If you know, you know. And that's the thing, Roberto, maybe have you ever wondered that all these struggles, everything that you've gone through is, again, a part of a bigger and greater purpose? You're welcome, Don't think any of this shit is for no good reason, right? Everything, every little bit, every experience, whether it's good or bad, is there to benefit us. It's just the fucking brain, man. How our brain sees it, how our brain handles it is going to determine how that makes you feel. And those feelings are going to determine what action you do or don't take, But yeah, if you can beat that brain, right, and beat those limitations and fears, success, man, you've already reached success that fucking most people in the world don't reach. You know what I'm saying? Success is one of those things that, we tend to look at on a third dimensional thing. We don't think about that on a spiritual level. Everybody's out here trying to reach fucking physical third dimensional success when it comes to finances, money, possessions, right? How many people are actually genuinely content just with reaching spiritual success, right? Being detached from outcomes, being okay with that, That's one that a lot of people tend to overlook, right? Is spiritual success. But you can beat your brain, right? You might need Roberto, some positive affirmations, some subliminals might help you as well, right? Start reprogramming your brain. It sounds like to me you could be still just like playing out like old patterns and old ideas seem to be maybe circulating here. And again, you could be downplaying. I mean, if you've had everything fucking taken away and you're managing to get back up, that's success, right? That's success after defeat. That's success after betrayal. That's success after, heartache. That in itself should be celebrated. It's like we all want to get to this fucking point. And it's like, if we don't get to that point, well, then we're not going to celebrate, are we? All right. So then we don't get the dopamine hits either. And then, we feel miserable. So, don't forget, guys, even the fucking little wins, man. You can beat your brain today just on one little fucking thing. Man, you pat yourself on the fucking back. And if anyone tells you that's a ridiculous thing to celebrate, well, they don't know what the fuck success actually is. All right? Because they're looking for something outside of themselves. Up in here, we're trying to look for, it's an inside job, baby. Happiness, success, all of that. That shit's an inside job, right? So I don't give a fuck who you are, how much money you make, how rich you are, what house you live in, right? You want to sit and tell me I'm not successful? You're not this to understand what my level of success is, right? Not going back to prison, right? People, once you're in there, fucking you going back like a frequent flyer. Do you know how hard it is to go over 2.5 years and not go back to prison? That's a fucking success, man. Just in comparison to, other women that fucking have been locked up. I've succeeded at that, I used to hate being seen on camera. I used to hate the sound of my voice. Fuck, I got up here and did that. Bang, succeeded at overcoming a fear. Success is everywhere around us. It's every time we push past a limitation, a fear, and anything, right? Any of that, it's all success. Because if we couldn't do it for so long, and we've worked 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 and we finally achieve it, well, what the fuck is that? It's success. We've succeeded at that, So I think you need to go a little bit easier on yourself and start to recognize what you're succeeding at, right? And just the fact that everything was gone and then you've been able to persevere and keep going and pick yourself back up and want to keep going, man, that you are successful, right? You already are successful, okay? Anything else that you reach beyond that, man, that's better than the fucking average person. People are walking around out here with no fucking goals, no dreams, right? Aimlessly fucking just living fucking life existing, right? Most people, right? That's how most people live their lives. So if you've got more than that, you're already a fucking success. You're successful at planning. You're successful at having goals, dreams, ideas, Again, stop undermining and underplaying some of these things that, actually took a lot of us a long time to overcome and to work through, right? Because they're not small deals, they're big deals, You're welcome. Well, it's not about necessarily manning up, right? It's just about not underplaying yourself, right? Don't underplay your efforts. Everybody else will, right? If you're not your biggest fan, your biggest fucking cheerleader, right? Who the fuck will be? You see what fucking people are like out there, man? People will fucking happily talk shit about you. Don't be another one of those people, You can't afford to be another one of those people. There's already enough of them around. Way too many. Way fucking too many. What do you reckon, Smokey? Smokey's like, shut the fuck up, mum. Cat's like, shut up, mum. I love you, Smokey. Mwah. Now I've got cat. Now I feel like I get cat hair on my freaking lips. Keep kissing my kitten. My little kitten with his little kitten mittens. God, was that too long to turn into a short? Am I going to be able to clip that and turn it into a short later? In other words, Leo up, right? Well, you know, fucking shine, baby. That's it. Shine, right? Whatever your degree of fucking shining is, man. I mean, shit. Well, if you need to, Roberto, dick measure with somebody who's fucking doing worse than you know? That'll give you some validation, right? But you don't need to, right? Just recognize success within your own endeavors, within your own changes, within the shift that's happening within you. That's the only person that you can ever really compete against anyway to measure up any success. Are you more successful than the Roberto you were last week or the week before or the month before or the year before? Sweet, baby, you're succeeding. You're fucking winning, you know? Yeah, well, that's it as well. Sometimes, you know, when you're pushing too hard for some sort of success, yeah, it comes with fucking sacrifices, all right? It does, doesn't it? You know, it's like, you know, you got to weigh up the price of all these things too. You know, I mean, what's successful to me? Shit. I mean, I just had a successful how many fucking days of not doing fuck all and not feeling guilty about it, right? Like, do you know how much of a challenge that was for me? Well, not really. I actually did it pretty well considering. Well, I don't know, mystical. I reckon I did it fucking pretty well. That was my challenge, right? Supposed to take 2 weeks off. But the whole challenge for me was just taking time off, sitting and doing fuck all and not feeling guilty about it. And I succeeded at that shit. And I was like, yes, right? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Why can't I? Why can everybody else take fucking time off and still spoil themselves and treat themselves? And I got to sit here and fucking feel guilty like, oh no, you better get up and do that. No, I don't. Why? I fucking earned that time off. You know what I mean? I wanted to come back though. Like I wanted to do these streams the past 2 days. That was my choice. You know, I didn't I, Gal? Like I didn't, and I did not feel bad. You know, like in the past, me doing fuck all day yesterday. I didn't clean a fucking dog. I did nothing yesterday, right? I sat there and like ordered myself a very expensive fucking lunch. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, right? It's my day off. I'm on holidays, right? And to me, it came a lot easier than I thought it would. But again, you know, when we set our mind to things, you know, we'll be surprised what we can achieve. You know, I feel guilty again. Anyone that feels like I'm not doing enough, man, maybe you're not fucking doing enough, right? Maybe it's none of your business what I'm doing, right? So, you know, just go easier on yourself, man. Go easier on yourself, okay? No need to you know, bring yourself down when there's plenty of other motherfuckers out there that will happily do it for you, right? And they'll still sleep at night. You won't sleep at night when you do that shit to yourself, right? So don't do it to yourself. It was anxiety. Hectic. It's been a while since I felt anxiety. Now I only get anxiety when I'm channeling somebody else's anxiety, right? Anxiety, you know, anxiety is fear of the future, fear of what's up ahead. Man, what are you fearing? We don't even know if it's going to be good or bad. Unless you're making some shitty decisions in the present, right? Not a whole lot to be anxious about in the future. Depression, thoughts of the past. Anxiety, thoughts of the future. You know, don't live too far ahead. Don't live too far behind. We're here. We're right here today. All right. This is the only moment that counts. Is right now. Nothing else matters. Nothing else exists beyond this point in time. All right. So it doesn't matter about the past or the future. We live right here, right now. Nothing else. You know. You mean a membership or do you mean fucking premium, Laughlin? Come on, buddy. It's only $16.99 a fucking month, man. I can't do without my YouTube premium. There's no way I'm sitting there trying to listen to shit on YouTube and still have my phone lit up. No way. I want to put that shit in my pocket, walk around, you know. And you know what? So before I had my son, I'd fallen pregnant anyway. My baby had multiple neural tube defects and I could have carried to full term, but either way, none of these babies ever survived, right? So either way, I was either going to, you know, have a child die on me or, you know, I had to make it. Anyway, I don't care what your fucking opinions are, whether you're pro, whatever, da da da. That's not the fucking point, right? The point of my story is not about the pregnancy. Anyway, I was 17 weeks. I was in my second trimester, and I had a medical termination. Personally, couldn't go through the whole losing a baby like that. I'd already had enough loss, and I was already fucking like fucked up in the head as it is. I didn't fucking need any more trauma in my life at that point. That was a decision I made for, you know, that me and my ex-husband at the time made at the time. Anyway, when I found out I was pregnant with my son, holy shit, man, the fucking anxiety, like to the point where I would sleep with my tongue pushed into the back of my teeth. To the point where, like, I mean, I used to have an even bigger, my teeth, my front teeth are gap years. My teeth are fucked anyway, right? They're like rubber bands. But, like, I had pushed my teeth so far that, like, I could almost fit a fucking $2 coin between the gap in my front teeth from the anxiety of what if something's wrong with this baby? You know, like I can't fucking go through that again. It was like the second I found out even that it was a boy, because the one before was a boy, like I was just like, I can't, like I wanted it to be different. And that's what happened. So I was like with anxiety, like also mouth breathing, right? If you've ever been a child who has had high anxiety as a child, right? And the way you would be able to know is you would have had like cavities and fillings and shit done from when you were like, I mean, I had my first filling done when I was 7, right? Sorry, Mum, I'm going to tell you. She's like, no, don't be sorry. I'm going to tell this story, right? So I was 7 years old. My mental health condition is a brain pathways. It's the way the brain pathways developed. It's not a chemical imbalance, and it's partly genetic and environmental, right? You have to have the two parts for it to be triggered. Okay, and this is all playing out from, you know, birth up until about 5-6 years of age. So I've been such a high anxiety child that I spent my entire life, and even now I have to be careful. I have to be mindful of when I'm mouth breathing, because you know what happens when you mouth breathe, you don't produce saliva. Saliva, right, is what again fights off like the bacteria and shit, right? So when you're not producing saliva because you're mouth breathing constantly, well, you're more prone to decay. So there I was at 7 years old. Mum's taken us to the dentist, and I've had to have a filling. And well, you know, obviously they were stressed about money and the cost of things. But when we got out, she was so angry at me, right, for costing her money. Like I just had my first filling at 7 years old, and she like grabs onto my face, and like I'm in so much pain. But like ever since then, like I've had fucking, you should see what I'm like when I go to the dentist, right? Like it took me up until probably about 2-3 years ago where I could sit in a dentist chair without fucking bawling my eyes out, and the dentist panicking that he's causing me pain. It's like, no, you know what? It's just bringing up a lot of fucking old emotions, that's all. But yeah, that was all caused by fucking mouth breathing. It's got nothing to do with, you know, me. I mean, shit, my mother micromanaged everything I ate, everything that went into my body. So how the fuck was it my fault? Do you know what I mean? Well, it wasn't. It was because I was being left to self-soothe. I was being emotionally neglected to a degree, that I developed such high anxiety that I would fucking constantly mouth breathe. So, you know, that shit will fuck your teeth up over time, right? So, you know, like, you know, we see people often, you know, and we judge certain things. Oh, you got fucked up teeth, you got this. Man, you don't fucking know a person's fucking history, man. You think somebody who's gone through something like that, right, needs to be feeling fucking bad about how their fucking teeth look. Man, they've been made to feel bad their whole fucking lives. That's why they have those problems. You know, we need to stop for a second sometimes and think about what it is that we're judging, right? And probably not fucking judge certain things that we don't understand, you know? Like how many times I have to tell people, like, don't be insecure about, like, I know there's another reader who's a very, very good friend of mine, and you know, he gets comments on, you know, he gets troll comments on his streams about his fucking teeth, and it makes him insecure. And I'm like that fucking poor guy was raised in a fucking religious cult, for fuck's sake. Like the kid's gone through so much fucking trauma, right? Like, do we stop and fucking think about what we're saying before we say shit? It's like, but if you don't know, you don't know, right? And the thing is that most of us don't even realize certain things. Yours used to be so bad you used to throw up. Fuck. That's fucked, man. That's fucked. I mean, there's certain situations now that make me nauseous, but it's usually not anxiety. It's usually the thought of fucking gross people, right? But, you know, that's the thing. You know, we unless you know, you don't know. You know, we don't know until we know. And it's so easy for people to sit back and fucking judge. Like, I've gotten to this point where, like, for years I was just, like, so fucking, like, I mean, after I had my daughter, I went to my orthodontist and I was like, oh, can we do braces to like straighten my shit out again? And he's like, Carrie, if I put fucking braces on, he goes, you're gonna fucking lose teeth, man. He goes, like, he goes, you can't. Like, everything's like so fucking fragile now, right? Like, it is what it fucking is, right? And at the end of the day, I sit there and go, well, you know what? They're my fucking teeth, right? They fucking whatever. I don't care if anyone fucking likes them or not. They are what they are, right? They fucking chew my food. And that's all they need them to fucking do right now is chew my fucking food, right? And hey, look, I went to prison with all my teeth, came out with all my fucking teeth. That in itself is a fucking achievement, right? It's an achievement for what I've been through. So, but that's the thing, you know, when we don't know certain things, we judge shit. Oh, fuck. But yeah, like I did. I went to my orthodontist. He's like, nah, Kerry, we can't. He goes, you're going to lose your fucking teeth otherwise. I'm like, all right, then we'll just leave them crooked. That's fine. You know? Like, you know, and that's the thing, right? I mean, had my parents understood anything back in those days about mental health and shit like that, like, do you know how many fucking mental health shit is actually linked to so many other physical problems that we have in our body? That we don't even recognize. You know what I'm saying? We don't even recognize. But hey, if anyone fucking, my parents want to complain about fucking, we spent this much money on bro, well, that's your fucking problem, man. I didn't fucking ask to have braces fucking put on when I was like 9 years old, for fuck's sake. You know? Like, I didn't fucking ask to be like, you know, neglected and abused as a fucking child to the point where I had fucking mouth breathing problems and dental fucking issues. I didn't fucking ask for any of that shit. I was a fucking kid. It wasn't my responsibility. So do I feel guilty about it or fucking look down at myself? No, I give a fuck. I think my teeth are cute on me. They're mine. I don't care, right? No, they're not perfect, right? But show me a fucking individual who is perfect, right? Show me one, you know? That's it. Our generation does have to live with the ignorance of the past. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right, absolutely. But yeah, I have to tell my friend all the time, I'm like, your teeth are cute. They fucking suit you, right? And I do. I think his teeth are fucking cute on him. They suit him, right? They tell a story, you know? Some people have lines on their face. Some people have, you know, things that we've been through show up as well, different ways, you know, in our body, right? I mean, I'm lucky. My face doesn't my face doesn't exactly show what I've been through. But hey, I've got good genetics, right? Genetically, my other family members don't fucking age, right? They've aged gracefully. You know, it just is what it is. You know. And like, I used to think about it and I thought about it and I'm just like, you know what? Who fucking cares? One day they're going to fucking fall out anyway, all of them. When I'm an old fucking grandma, I'm going to have my fucking dentures and who gives a fucking shit, right? Does that make me any less of a fucking human being? Does that make me less? Fuck no, right? It tells a story, right? It tells a story. It shows that no matter what I look like, what I've been through, what I can or can't change, right? I'll still fucking get up here and fucking shine regardless, right? This is just a fucking vehicle. This is just a vessel, man. This soul's done this journey more than fucking once and it knows it, right? It's learnt to let go of shit like that. Why is Rachel talking about trouser snakes make you nauseous? What about long fingernails? No. Trouser snakes make her nauseous. Not men, just trouser snakes, you know? Jesus Christ, like, what fucking channels you been hanging out around, Anna? What fucking channels you been hanging around? Fucking hell. I mean, look, I just, you know, I mean, I don't take a lot of fucking bullshit up in here. Obviously, I'm not popular enough to get fucking bullied like that online. Damn it. Why isn't anyone up in here trolling me? I feel fucking left out. You know? I'm wondering, what state are you in, Anna? What state? You're from Chicago. He was disabled. Oh my God. Well, he was clearly a lot more fucking able than fucking anyone that was trolling him, wasn't he? Like, fucking hell. You know, it's like a lot of things. You know, there's just so many things in the world that I think we look at wrong. You know, it's like, you know, when I've had friends, you know, talk about like talk about like their child, if you know, especially like it's been a common thing for people having conversations when it comes to like autism, for instance, right? And like sometimes, you know, like you'll hear mother, and it's not that they're trying to talk their child down, it's just that they've been so programmed by so many other fucking things, right, to be like, oh yeah, but blah 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 blah. Like, did we ever just stop and fucking think, right, that autistic kids have a fucking something special about them that the rest of us don't fucking have? Like, what's so wrong with being so sensitive? What's so wrong with being so energetically sensitive, like sensitive to touch, to smells, to sound? Like, what's so fucking wrong with that? You know, most of those kids are fucking, like, are like fucking genius level at some fucking thing that the rest of us cannot seem to fucking do, even if we've studied it and practiced it for a fucking lifetime, right? And kids are like, get it like that. Okay, cool. All right. But why do we constantly look at the shortcomings, right? And not look at the brilliance of certain things, you know? Why? Why do we look at certain people that have certain mental health, you know, things going on as being wrong, right? Maybe the fucking world's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's not people that have schizophrenia that are the fucking problem. Maybe it's the world that's the fucking problem, right? For the schizophrenic person. Did we ever fucking think about that shit? No, we just look at it like, you know, because society has a fucking standard. Fuck society's standards, man. Right? Fuck society's standards, you know? People look at things in this world in a very fucking twisted fucking way. Yeah, not everyone fits the fucking mold. I mean, who the fuck wants to fit the fucking mold, right? Be some sort of counterfeit fucking product of the next thing, right? Might as well just start fucking cloning everything then, right? If that's what meant to be fucking perfection, right? Well, fucking just start fuck reproducing. Why don't we as a society just go, well, you know what? We want perfection. Let's just clone everything. Let's just do genetics on everything. Like, you know? No. It's all those little imperfections, right? That make the journey, that make the person, that make the experience, that make life so fucking beautiful. You know, and we don't stop to recognize any of that. Or very rarely do we, you know? Well, that's a good one, right? Yeah. It's like, yeah, don't tell me I'm too much. It's because you're not enough. You know what I mean? Like when people are like, oh, you're too much. No, I'm not too much. You're just not enough, buddy. That's the problem, right? Well, exactly. It would be a fucking shit world. It'd be pretty freaking boring, right? I get fucking pretty bored pretty quickly. You know? I get seriously bored really quickly. Amber, how are you, beautiful? I'm imagining that you've just finished work, or are you at work? What you should do, though, is actually go barefoot and with an old beat-up hat. That would really set the tone. And even the, like, so, like, I had this, and rest his soul, he's passed now. Epic fucking human being, an epic fucking human being. This man taught me so much about what true freedom is, right? He used to walk around he was from Melbourne, and I remember I was staying with a friend in Melbourne, like in the CBD, and he came all the way from up in the fucking hills to come and meet me so we could go on adventures, right? So we could adventure around the fucking countryside, fucking meeting very eccentric people in freaking caravans out in the bush and all kinds of shit. But like this man walked around, right, barefoot, right, all day, every fucking day, completely connected to Mother Earth. You know, this man was probably the smartest and will probably be the smartest and most intelligent, the most knowledgeable human being I've ever fucking met in my life. In fact, he was so intelligent, so extraordinary that he used to get he basically for those of you guys that understand strawman, right, that understand legal name fraud, that understand that we are living on land with under admiralty law. You know, he taught this, he lived by this, he fought for this, he fought for the freedom, or for freedom for everybody and anybody, right? He taught me what true freedom was when it came to, like, you know, we can entrap a body, right? But you can't entrap a soul, right? You can't entrap somebody like that, man. Like, it's when your soul is fucking so free like that you don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter what society, fucking what boxes society try and fit you into. That man taught me a fucking hell of a lot. And in the end, because they couldn't manage to get any charges to stick to this human being, and he never did anything that ever caused harm to another human being. All he did was refuse to pay pay revenue to corporations that he didn't agree to. And because they couldn't get any charges to stick and get him locked up, eventually they got him under the Mental Health Act and slowly fucking poisoned him until he died, right? That to me is a fucking true legend, a true fucking being of freedom, right? Where you don't even care, man. You're just connected to fucking earth, source, nature, right? And natural law, right? True law. You know, he was a very inspiring individual, you know, and it's a shame what happened to him. And everybody else who's walked that same path here in my country has faced a lot of adversity, a lot of difficulty, a lot of shit, right? A lot of fucking shit. But he taught me true freedom, like not giving a fuck about what anyone thought, man. The man had a fucking heart of gold and knowledge that I don't give a fuck how many uni degrees you could possibly have, man. No one was smarter than this fucking man, you know? And so he had my respect. He earned respect like that because he was just such a genuine fucking human being, you know? Sleep tight. I was about to say sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hopefully no one's got fucking bed bugs, right? Motherfuckers. And if you do, you know how to figure out how you've got bed bugs, right? Little tricks to figuring out if you got bed bugs. Oh my God, I don't know why. My mum's like, why are you even say? I don't fucking know, mother, because I can't control my mouth most of the time. You know this. Oh, shit. 2:12 on my clock. All right, on that note, my beautifuls, it's been another amazing D&M session with you guys. All right. Again, just remember, like, what we have been taught as truth out here in this third dimensional realm is not often what is spiritual truth, okay? Live your life on your terms, okay? Be a good person. Fix, heal, grow, do whatever the fuck you've got to do so that you're not walking around harming other people, okay? Speak your fucking truth. All that juicy jazz, right? But look after yourselves, right? Be proud of the efforts, the work that you guys have put in. I love you guys so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. You won't see me for about 4 days unless I do get to the psychic fair on Sunday and I've got fucking extra time up my sleeve and just want to sit and jump online before the fair starts, which I have done for the past 2. I may do that. Otherwise, members, for those of you guys that are members, go check out the live tab. There is a members live that is scheduled for, it's Tuesday for me in Australia, which will be Monday night for you guys over in the States. So if you guys are members, jump in for that. We'll do regular mini reads for you guys in there. Otherwise, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for spending the day with me, and I hope you guys have An amazing rest if you're over the other side of the world. If you're my side of the world, have a fabulous rest of your Friday. And I hope everybody enjoys their weekends. Love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye for now.